If you can get this back to a 2-goal game within the time of the Public's power play, then it does give the Panthers a shot here. So off the draw, the Islanders have it. Pelech fails to get it out. Seth Jones is going to have it on the far boards. He'll play it toward the net. A couple of bounces. Pollock gives to Pelech. Didn't clear. Far side, another try to get it out. And Pelech will play it to the line. Jones kept it in. Naki Samoskevich, high slot. Shot off the bar. Naki Samoskevich on it again. Gives to Ekblad. Right side, Jones. Seth Jones looks across. Matthew Tkachuk, right circle. Tried to thread it to the net. Intercepted. Played down by Pajot wide of the vacated net. Now there won't be a whistle because the Islanders are killing a penalty. Here's Seth Jones. Bringing it along quickly. Susi is off for interference. Verhaeghe up the near side for the Panthers. Down below the goal line. Down behind the net. Over on that far side, Matthew Tkachuk is there. Tkachuk in the circle. Tkachuk to the dot, gives to Jones. A drive, hit a body out front. Still loose there. And now it's gathered in by Eetu Luostarinen. He'll give to Jones up top. To Ekblad at the left point. Aaron Ekblad with space. Walks in to the dot. Peels off near boards. Ekblad up top. 3:51 to go in the third. 55 seconds of the power play. In close, side of the net. Verhaeghe tried to center. That deflects away to the near boards. Here at the near point, Tkachuk had it poked away. Jones there to recover. Right side, it's Verhaeghe across. Here to the top of the circle, Ekblad. Across Verhaeghe again, off the mark for him. He'll recover at the line. Gives to Jones. High slash Samoskevich, Ekblad. One-time drive and a save made by Sorokin. He's got it. Ilya Sorokin, the Islanders goaltender, making the challenging save on Ekblad. And 3:29 will remain here in the third. 5-2, the Islanders in front.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Norby hammers high in the sky, out to left, no doubt about it. And that was a no-doubt bomb for Norby.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck. The official pregame show of the Miami Marlins on the home of the Marlins, WQAM.
Augustine Ramirez hammers a ball, left field, and gone. 3-run bomb.
Marlins on Deck is brought to you by ADT, the official security partner of the Miami Marlins, and by Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
It's all down. I'm pissed off. I'm ready to go. Why do you get so pissed off? I don't like hitters.
Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Steven Straub.
Nice job, Trevor. Wendell, Dan, we got a plethora of guys back in the studio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live from Lone Depot Park here in beautiful Miami, Florida on an 83-degree Saturday afternoon. However, the roof and the walls are closed, shut, and secure. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio, AM 560, WQAM. 1-0 on WQAM. We'll see if we can go the distance here. Game 2 of 162. What a fabulous way to kick off the 2026 season last night. A 2-1 victory with Sandy Alcantara leading the charge. 7 strong, becoming the first Miami starter in 11 years to complete 7 innings on opening day, as the Marlins also won back-to-back opening days for the first time since the 2004 and 2005 season. We will get to feast our eyes on 22-year-old right-hander Eury Perez, poised for a breakout campaign. He will make his first start. And how about this? At 22 years old, he'll make his 40th career start for Perez. 34-year-old right-hander Michael Lorenzen, who shut down Team USA in the WBC for Team Italy. He will take the hill for the Rockies today after inking a 1-year, $8 million deal. It is game 2 of a 3-game set between your 1-0 Miami Marlins and the 0-1 Colorado Rockies. We will get going today at 4:10 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Saturday afternoon with Jack McMullen and 4-time World Series champion Jeff Nelson. I'm Steven Strom. We got a sensational show for you ahead. We'll hear from Connor Norby. I got a little one-on-one with Owen Caissie after his first Marlins hit. We'll get you at the count. We got 2 good bites on Michael Lorenzen and why he signed with the Colorado Rockies. And I emphasize the why because we know about the conditions that Coors Fields presents. Eury Perez as well, what he's fired up to bring in from spring to the regular season. Jack will join me in segment 4. We'll get to our Expo question at Marlins Radio and Steve's guarantee to victory. Let's start here with Connor Norby. He is one of the guys that I have highlighted throughout the spring that I feel like is going to have a big-time year. 2 for 3 yesterday. Got a chance to catch up with Connor after the game. He also was supposed to DH. He ended up moving to first base, but in Connor-like fashion, he delivered just a perfect post-game interview to kick off 2026.
Sandy was unbelievable. It was vintage Sandy, and I mean, last year he obviously he wasn't happy with it, worked his tail off, and I mean, he was lights out tonight. He was really good. I thought the at-bats were good throughout the lineup. Yeah, we played good defense, all the things that winning clubs do, and first of many.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you were supposed to DH today. All of a sudden, you're starting your first ever regular season game at first base. How do you switch mentally in that short notice?
Jack of all trades. Do whatever that helps the team win, right? I've said that. We've said that as an organization, as a team. Next man up mentality. Obviously, hopefully he's okay. It's just whatever it is, hopefully it's something light, but next man up. And there are no excuses in this game. Don't have a ton of experience, but I felt pretty good over there.
Connor, you look so good in spring. A lot of your hits, though, were to the left side, that inside-out swing. What does that tell you where you're at in the box?
Dialed. I'm dialed. Right where we need to be. No, it was obviously that's what I do. That's what I'm best at. And it's just, that's what I've been trying to get back to for so long, and just stay right there. Did just enough, and hopefully tomorrow we can swing a little bit more.
Just great stuff there with Connor Norby. Again, 2 for 3. He's dialed in. And a couple of things I do want to note. First of all, yes, he had the big spring, 13 hits, and he led this team in that department in the spring. He was one of the guys that obviously did not participate in the WBC, and I think it really served him well. The other parts of this, and I had mentioned it to Norby, we have seen him be able to pull the ball during spring, but the Connor Norby swing that we got accustomed to in 2024 was the other way. MLB average is 17% hitting the ball the other way. Connor Norby in 2024 hit it 23% of the time. And in 25, the season that just was a roller coaster. He started on the IL with that oblique at 18%. If Connor Norby can use all parts of the field, he is going to be that Kyle Stowers, maybe not identical numbers with the home runs, but that breakout candidate in 2026. Another guy super excited about, Owen Caissie. He was not supposed to start yesterday. He did, made an impact. Owen Caissie will join me next. We're playing baseball at 4:10 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
South Florida's top choice for quality signs and graphics is Metro Group Miami. With Metro Signs and Metro Wraps, no job is too big or too small for the experts at Metro Group Miami. A proud corporate partner and official signage and graphics provider of the Miami Marlins, they bring brands to life. Call them today at 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to discover what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, signs, graphics, car wraps. They're your everything team.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Everyone knows BrandSmart USA as the heavy hitters, like big screen TVs and appliances, but our lineup is way deeper than you think. We've got mattresses, furniture, and grills for the cookout, plus everything from fitness equipment, vacuums, AC units, the latest tech, and more to keep your home running like a pro. We make life easier with fast delivery, professional installation, haul away, and our own in-house repair centers. All at the lowest price with 0% interest financing and buy now, pay later options. BrandSmart USA, favorite brands, lowest prices guaranteed.
This is Owen Caissie, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on 104.3 WQAM.
Welcome back here to Marlins on Deck as we get you ready for Game 2 of this 3-game set. Steven Strom, Owen Caissie. It's so funny. Yesterday, I asked you, how many times have you come off the bench and pitch it? You said a couple of times, but my mentality this year is I'm going to pretend like I'm starting. Yeah. Full effect yesterday, no?
Yeah, I mean, I think he told me like 2 hours for the game, so it wasn't that bad. But no, just I already looked at video on him before, so I was prepared, and just went out there and try to be me.
What do you feel you possess in, do I say year 2? Is it fair to say year 2, I guess? I know it's only a handful of games with the Cubbies, but year 2, what do you possess now after talking with the coaches after spring training that maybe you didn't have before?
What do I possess this year? I honestly don't even know. I can't even
you feel more comfortable?
I feel comfortable, yeah. I felt comfortable last year too. But a fresh start, so I guess I feel a little more comfortable here. You know, I'm not trying to I don't know. I don't really know. I am comfortable though. I will say that, yeah.
The plate discipline looks better.
Could be better. Could always be better, but you know, I swung at I think 1 or 2 balls yesterday. But no, I'm just trying to have good at bats every AB and just move the ball forward, whether that be walk, hit, you know, just trying to get on base, help the team. Yeah.
It's so funny how baseball works. You're not in the lineup. You end up being in the lineup. Your first AB, you get a double. How did that feel?
Felt great. You know, mostly because, you know, we got to score a run, get ahead, and, you know, I came around and scored, Snowhaw scored me, so it was really good to get that out of the way. You know, I wasn't concerned with getting my first hit.
Yep.
I just wanted to, you know, do a job. Yeah.
Your thoughts on Sandy yesterday? First time.
It was great. I mean, I got to watch in the dugout, which was awesome, and he was dialed. I mean, what do you go, 7 innings, 75 pitches, something like that, 73 pitches. So, I mean, you can't ask for more than that. Yeah.
Thank you for the time, brother. Appreciate you. Owen Caissie will break. We'll get you out of the count. Michael Lorenzen, Eury Perez. 4:10 first pitch right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Step up to the plate with Terminix, the leader in pest protection for almost 100 years. We don't just hit home runs against termites. Since 1927, Terminix has defended homes and businesses nationwide from all kinds of pest curveballs. Trust Terminix to protect what matters most. Visit Terminix.com/Marlins to learn more. Because no one strikes out termites and pests like Terminix.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
This is Griffin Conine, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
This is Jacob Marcy, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on 104.3 WQAM.
Well, we'll see both of those guys today. Jacob Marcy at the top of the lineup. He will play center field. Griffin Conine, he will bat 7th and play left field against the right-hander Michael Lorenzen. Steven Strom here, Jack McMullen, and Jeff Nelson. Trevor and the crew back in the stew. We are ready to bring you Game 2 of this 3-game set. Marlins win yesterday 2-1. 7 strong from Sandy Alcantara. Let's do some housekeeping before we get to Michael Lorenzen and Eury Perez. The roster move today, Davison De Los Santos was recalled from AAA Jacksonville. We heard from Clayton McCullough today that De Los Santos is going to play tomorrow. Now, can he come off the bench? Sure, today, but the plan is for De Los Santos to start tomorrow, which means Christopher Morel was placed on the 10-day IL with a left oblique strain. But Clayton also said today that he will be out 4 to 6 weeks. Let's get you ahead of the count here. Michael Lorenzen, 34-year-old right-hander on his 7th different team since 2021, spent it 5 seasons with the Cincinnati Reds, signed a 1-year, $8 million contract on January 15th of this year to sign with the Colorado Rockies. And you're thinking, who the heck would ever do that? Not in that altitude, not with some of the struggles that these guys go through. The last 3 pitchers on the free agent market to sign with the Rocks, Dakota Hudson, Chad Kuhl, and Kyle Kendrick. Michael Lorenzen, why?
Yeah, I think well, the foundation of where those thoughts come from is more faith-based for me of don't be afraid of trials. Don't be afraid to fail because it produces patience, it produces wisdom. You gain a lot from that. Throughout my career, I feel like I've learned the most through my failures, and I've learned more about pitching. I've learned more about being a baseball player, about being a man through my failures than I have my successes. I say it all the time, Colorado's untapped when it comes to the pitching side of things and how awesome it is to be at the forefront of that. That's exciting to me, to be one of the first guys to come in and try and figure this place out. It's an awesome opportunity.
A profound statement there from Michael Lorenzen. I respect it. 2025 with Kansas City, 7-11 with a 4.64 ERA, 26 starts, 141 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's looking to find his fastball this year in Lorenzen. 2021 to 2024, that fastball opponent slug 342. Last year, 505. The best pitch for Lorenzen is that changeup. He's got a 42% whiff rate, 35 Ks and 115 plate appearances with that changeup. He has a 2.33 ERA over 17 appearances and 6 starts against the Marlins. And I had mentioned on the top, this is a guy that threw for Team Italy in the WBC, went 4 2/3 scoreless against the United States. Michael Lorenzen will go opposite Eury Perez. 22-year-old right-hander will make his 40th career start in first of 2026. Career highs for Eury in 2025, 20 starts, 95 1/3 innings pitched. He did finish with a 4.25 ERA. Remember, he came back from Tommy John surgery. He missed the entire year previously. 105 Ks to 32 walks. He made 5 starts in spring training, 14 2/3 innings pitched, 9 runs, 20 Ks, and 7 walks. Eury Perez, though, the most encouraging thing from spring to the regular season, what is it? Translated by Louis Durante.
I will say, towards the end of the spring, the changeup was a really good pitch that I felt like was working really well for me. But I was able to just use all the pitches I have each game that I was pitching. But the most important part, like I said, is just to help that bullpen just go deep in the game and being able to get that W.
And again, that was Louis Durante translating that interview with Eury Perez. Perez had an awesome offseason. He bulked up, gained over 15 pounds of muscle, cleaned up the delivery. And this is also going to be Eury Perez's first March start. Remember, in 2025, coming back from Tommy John, he made his first start in June, missed the entirety of the 2024 campaign. And in 2023, when he was called up, that was in the month of May. Perez, Lorenzen. Coming up next, we will get Jack McMullen on. We'll talk about the Arsenal with Eury Perez. And then it always happens on opening day. There's a lot of things going on. What are some of the things that maybe fell through the cracks in that 2-1 victory over the Rockies? We are back with more on the Marlins Radio Network.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry to the Bahamas and USA.
I'm Adam Werner. As the official law firm of the Miami Marlins, Werner, Hoffman, Greg, and Garcia fights for our clients the same way the Marlins fight on the field. Relentlessly and with a winning strategy. Our team represents clients in personal injury, workers' compensation, veterans' disability, bankruptcy, and Social Security cases. From our home office in Miami, Florida, we provide powerhouse legal representation built on dedication, experience, and results. If you need a team that's ready to step up to the plate for you, visit WernerHoffman.com. Werner, Hoffman, and Greg and Garcia, proudly serving the 305 community.
Marlins fans, want to keep up with the Fighting Fish all season? Marlins.tv is your new home to stream Marlins baseball from opening day to the final out and everything in between. We've got you covered. Catch every pitch, every hit, every major league moment. Get ready to watch the Fighting Fish make waves all season long. Visit Marlins.tv today to subscribe and learn how to stream all regular season Marlins games. Presented by Werner, Hoffman, Greg, and Garcia Injury Law Firm.
Get to Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac for our 80th anniversary sale. 2026 optics, $329 a month at Edmore's Sawgrass Cadillac. Approved credit cards and transportation vehicles, sports.ts, 115239, less than 5K miles, 24 month lease, $39.99 down, 0 security plus tax tag title fees.
Get anniversary savings at Edmore Sawgrass Chevrolet during Chevy Truck Month. 26 Silverados, supplier pricing, and no payments for 90 days. Chevy, together let's drive.
Approved credit, interest accrues from date of purchase through preferred lender. Select models plus tax tag title fees. Dealer has details.
Sandy was unbelievable. It was vintage Sandy, and he was lights out tonight. He was really good. Thought the at-bats were good, threw out the lineup, played good defense, all the things that winning clubs do, and first of many.
Connor Norby last night as the Marlins beat the Colorado Rockies 2-1 behind Sandy Alcantara's 7 strong. Steven Strom here, Jack McMullen, Jeff Nelson, and Jack, I think that Connor Norby put that all together, and that is going to be the blueprint. And I totally agree with him. It felt like team baseball at its finest, and maybe the offense wanted to play a couple more runs, but just overall thoughts from yesterday.
Yeah, just dialed. Norby is absolutely dialed. And who were we talking to? Marcy in the dugout today? I was like, who isn't dialed right now? Because everybody seems
That's
to
the
be
new
using,
word, no?
Everybody's using the word dialed right now. But Marcy said, you know what? Norby's actually dialed right now. So we're just rolling with dialed on Norby. I thought that was such a complete effort from the Marlins yesterday. The timely hitting, albeit it came early. I mean, 2 runs in the second. When that's all you need, that's great. Star of the show last night was Sandy Alcantara. That guy was incredible. Golly, Sharoni forwarded this note along in the back half of the ballgame yesterday. Sandy, 7 innings in 73 pitches. Fewest pitches by a Marlins starter through 7 innings since Anibal Sanchez did it 20 years ago. In 2006, he also threw 73 pitches in 7 innings. So such a great job by Sandy, setting the tone for his season. Yes, the Marlins season, but his season. He is in dire need of a bounce back. I think if you polled every baseball fan around America, they would be telling you that Sandy Alcantara should be one of the favorites for comeback player of the year. And I think that he is proving that he can be that guy to rebound and just look incredible this year. He's off to a heck of a start.
We talk about hitting and offense being contagious. One of the underrated parts of baseball, I think, is pitching, too, especially starting pitching being contagious. And this is an opportunity to get our first look at Eury Perez here in 2026. It's incredible to me that this is going to be his 40th career start at 22 years old, Jack. But he kicks off the year today. What does putting it all together for Eury Perez look like?
Yeah, honestly, I thought Clayton McCullough hit it earlier today. He said just full confidence in the entirety of the arsenal, like having every single tool in the toolbox on every single given night. That is far and away the most important thing for Eury Perez. I'll call it the get-out-of-jail-free card again this year. That's what I called it the end of last year, right? The Eury Perez four-seam fastball is one of the best pitches in Major League Baseball, and it is his get-out-of-jail-free card. If he threw nothing but fastballs, he can survive in the big leagues. There are probably 5 guys in Major League Baseball that could survive with only their fastball, but Eury is one of those 5. The way that you become a frontline starter and maybe a top 10 arm in all of Major League Baseball, and that is not out of the cards for Eury at all. I'm saying it's very, very possible. The way you do that is by having the whole arsenal in the overwhelming majority of your starts. You're not going to have it for 32 starts if you were to go the entire time, but you could have the whole arsenal for 15 of those starts or 20 of those starts. And if he feels like he has the slider and the curveball and the sweeper and the changeup going, this guy can throw no-hitters in 2026, and he can be one of the best pitchers in baseball.
Doing the game with you in spring training and watching Eury, one of the key things to look out for is landing those secondary pitches as first pitches and kind of startling the left-handed batters.
Yep.
The other element that I would love to keep an eye on today, the foul balls. Last year, that became a little bit problematic for Eury Perez, and I think that was also just not having a put-away pitch. Guys like not sitting on the fastball, but expecting the fastball.
Yeah.
Really fired up to see what the secondaries look like. Now, offensively, Jack, look, if there was one complaint from yesterday, it was we got to score a little bit more runs. It's one game.
Sure.
Looking at this lineup, though, what gets you giddy looking at 1-9 here this afternoon?
Yeah, honestly, the top two really jump out to me here. The stacking of Marcy and Xavier Edwards. I love it personally. And I remember Nelly wanted to have this conversation in the final weekend of spring training, right? Who would you hit leadoff? And we had this conversation constantly throughout that spring. And I settled on Marcy with X in the 2-hole, and here's why. X is such a pesky at-bat, and he's a threat to steal bases. Marcy is such a pesky at-bat, he's a threat to steal bases. So they both do that thing. What does Marcy possess that X may not? The ability to hit the ball out of the ballpark. And I think the tone setter of the leadoff home run is something that the modern game is pursuing at this point. It really matters. 3 pitches into a guy's start, you're trailing 1-0. Even if it happens 5 times this year, those are 5 leadoff home runs and the ultimate tone setter right there. There's a reason Schwarber has been hitting at the top of the Philly lineup for the last couple of years, and Ohtani hits at the top of the Dodger lineup. They're a threat to hit the ball out of the ballpark. We see it in the division in Acuna as well as Schwarber, obviously, and then Lindor is a power threat up top as well. Xavier Edwards is kind of that throwback, stereotypical leadoff guy that's just going to slap the ball around the ballpark. But X is also a king of situational hitting, so I like the homer threat right away from Jacob Marcy, and I like the situational aspect of Xavier Edwards in the 2 spot.
You ready to go 2-0?
I was born ready to go 2-0. By the way, you see the Angels are 2-0 for the first time since 2007.
No way.
They haven't started 2-0 since 2007.
How about the NL East?
NL East first division in big league history to all start 1-0. Told you it was going to be a gauntlet. I'm excited.
All right, get that voice ready to go, Jack. Jack and Nelly have your call at 4:10. We'll break Expo questions, Steve's guarantee. It's all next right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Step up to the plate with Terminix, the leader in pest protection for almost 100 years. We don't just hit home runs against termites. Since 1927, Terminix has defended homes and businesses nationwide from all kinds of pest curveballs. Trust Terminix to protect what matters most. Visit Terminix.com/Marlins to learn more. Because no one strikes out termites and pests like Terminix.
This is Owen Caissie, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on 104.3 WQAM.
Well, I'm getting a look right now at Javier Sanoja, who's being honored today ahead of his 2025 NL Gold Glove Award for the utility position. Only 3 hits yesterday for Javier Sanoja. When does he graduate from being a utility guy to possibly an everyday guy? I don't know. Who knows? Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, Jeff Nelson. Before we proceed, let's allow stations to identify themselves. This is the Marlins Radio Network.
Marlins baseball on WQAM AM Miami and Odyssey Sports Station.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
All right, let's reset the scene here. We're live from Lone Depot Park. Roof and the walls are shut today. Marlins won yesterday 2-1, looking to get to 2-0 today. Eury Perez will toe the rubber for Miami for the first time this season. He'll go opposite Michael Lorenzen. Roster moves today. Davis and De Los Santos, recalled from AAA Jacksonville, will start tomorrow. Christopher Morel on the 10-day IL with a left oblique strain, but Clayton did say today that's going to be 4 to 6 weeks. Let's get to our Expo question today at Marlins Radio. Jack had mentioned this. Sandy Alcantara went 7 innings, gave up just one run, but did it in 73 pitches. It marks the fewest pitches in a start by a Marlin of at least 7 frames pitched since. That's our Expo question today. And they did it July 25th, 2006. Sandy, the first pitcher to go 7 innings with 73 pitches, the fewest since who? That's our Expo question today at Marlins Radio. Okay, let's get to it. It is time for Steve's Guarantees.
Almost time to play ball. First pitch coming up in moments. Steve's Guarantees coming up now.
All right, my first production request here. We should start following Steve's Guarantees because yesterday, again, I have accountability tattooed on my forehead. Sandy Alcantara, I said 6 punch-outs. He gave me 5 yesterday. I'm wrong. But Connor Norby, extra base hit, dialed. All right, so let's get to 2 guys in this lineup. Jacob Marcy at the top, extra base hit. Griffin Conine batting 7th, extra base hit. So I got 2 extra base hits from Jacob Marcy and Griffin Conine. Here's why. Both guys, good fastball hitters. Michael Lorenzen last year, opponent slug 545 against that pitch. And this is someone in Lorenzen who was really good with that pitch from 21 to 24, but really struggled last year. I like Jacob Marcy and I like Griffin Conine to both collect extra base hits. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture. Jeff Nelson, he is ready to rock starting lineups in first pitch. He's right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins baseball. It is next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Welcome to